This next series of plays we're going to talk about is the burst series. The burst series is a complementary series of plays based upon our base series. The reason we run these burst series is that the difference is, if you look at the formation change, the 1, 2, and 3 back are in a line, with the 2 back being centered up behind the center. Basically what this play is, it's very similar to the Olathe South play that they used to great advantage in their state championship game and state championship season. It has 3 people attacking 3 different holes on every play. So this makes the defense be sound versus overcommitting to stopping a particular play. And if the defense is not sound and does not tackle each runner on every play, opens up the opportunity for a big play. Now, this first play that I'm showing here is the burst 26 power G. Notice the name, burst, which is the formation, 26, which is the 26 power, which is the play, and then G, which is a blocking tag for the right guard. It tells the right guard, or the power guard in this case, the strong side guard, that he is going to be kicking out he's going to be making the kick out block, whether that's on the D end or D tackle. We'll cover that in just a second. As you look across the board here, there are a couple. So the interior linemen, except for the right guard as I just described, have the same blocking rules as on the base series. The left tight end, same blocking rules he has on the base series. 4 back, you are now going to get the cornerback versus the outside linebacker, so you do have a change. You are getting the 4 back on the 26 power G. Right tight end, you are getting the outside backer instead of the middle backer. So right tight end, outside backer. This is because we have fewer blockers since guys are running misdirection routes. Now, tight end, you're going to make the same call you make on both tight ends. Will make the same audibles that you make as the 1 and 3 and 4 and 6. Right guard, you have to pay attention to the audible the right tight end makes. If he calls a 4 audible, you are kicking out the D end. If he calls a 6 audible, you are going to be kicking out the D tackle. 2 back, same thing for you. If he calls a 6, you're running in the 4 hole. If he calls a 4, you're running in the 6 hole. This is the same as the base series for the 16 power. No difference except for the 2 backs getting the ball and making the run, and the right guard is doing the kick out versus the 3 back. So with the burst series here, so as you look at this, you can see across the line we've covered everything pretty much. The 3 back will be always running a dive play, so he's going to run a dive. He will fill for the right guard as the right guard pulls to kick out, whether it's the D tackle or the D end. The 3 back, you're going to fake like you have the ball, but make sure that nobody's coming through this hole. So you're going to run through there hard, and if somebody is, you're going to run like you have the ball. If a middle backer is coming up, you're going to make sure that middle backer either tackles you or you knock him down. 1 back, you will be running an 18 sweep route. Again, acting like you have the ball, trying to draw defenders towards you and opening up that inside hole for the 2 back. This is the burst 26 power G. Moving on to the next play of the series, we have the burst 18 sweep pass. Notice I forgot to put pass here, so this is burst 18 sweep pass. Now there is no G tag here, so this is just burst 18 sweep pass, which means the interior linemen have their 18 sweep pass rules, which is just GOO. It's listed right down here. There is no linebacker tag to the end of that GOO. That is because if an interior lineman were to run downfield and block a linebacker, we would have an illegal man downfield situation, which potentially could get the play called back. So center, you will be lead snapping to the 1. You're running your 18 sweep pass route, making sure that you bubble deep here, trying to get 2 to 3 yards deeper than you are when you started as you pass the D end. 4 back, you're going to do a hunter block, which basically means you peel out and peel back, allowing the D end to come inside of you, and then as the D end is watching the 1 back, you are able to get up on the inside of him with your head upfield, making sure you get your head across his, to the inside of him so that you don't get a clipping call, and then you have this opportunity here for a great block. 1 back, you'll peel around as you come around the corner. If you're open, you run it. If there is a defender attacking you, you will check the tight end. If the tight end is open, throw it. If not, you will go ahead and run for as many yards as you can. This is the burst 18 sweep pass. Now, moving on to the burst 32 trap. This one requires different blocking rules for the lineman. A trap play is basically where you're allowing a defensive lineman to come through untouched, and then he thinks he's going to be a great hero, but you're just allowing him to come through untouched, and you have a lineman coming from the other side to block him. That's why it's called a trap. You're trapping him. So what will happen? Burst 32 trap. Center will snap the ball to 3-back. 3-back will take the ball and run it up underneath this trap. So the way we do the blocking rules on this, the guy we are going to trap is the first guy outside or to the strong side of the center. The first defender to the strong side of the defender, to the strong side of the center. That guy is here, this nose guard in this case. So we are going to allow him to come through untouched. This left guard is the guy that's actually doing the trapping. So the weak side guard will be doing the trapping. As the nose guard comes across the line, left guard, you will sprint across and hit him here right behind the line of scrimmage. 3-back, you will be peeling around that. You will have to give ground to the weak side so that you can allow this left guard to get underneath you. And then as soon as he gets underneath you, you want to wrap around him and start heading for the seam we're creating for you upfield. Now the seam that we're creating is as such. We do not have to worry about the D-tackle or the D-end because we're running inside of them. D-tackle and D-end will be pushing up the line of scrimmage and will be take themselves out of the play. Now, the way we're opening the seam, right guard, you have the outside backer on the play side. So strong side, outside backer. Right tackle, you got weak side, outside backer. Right power tackle, you got safety. And right tight end, you've got the middle backer. 3-back, you're going to try to peel right around that trap block like we already talked about, and then heading for this seam that should be opening up in this area, looking for daylight right through here, and sprinting through and trying to get as many yards as possible. So this is the burst 32 trap. As you can see, take a look at the blocking rules. The other blocking rules that we should make sure we cover: left tight end. Left tight end, you must help the center out here. Center, you may have a man on you and a man here. If that's the case, you will take the man on. Left tight end, you will take the D tackle inside. If there is no man on the center, then center and left tight end will double team this D tackle. The concept here is that we cannot have, because the guard is pulling, we can't let this guy, got to make sure that the one or two guys here are covered by both center and left tight end, and you guys should be talking so that happens. 4-back, you got the cornerback. And other than that, you can look down here and see the different run block rules that exist.